Hello everyone, and welcome to my Royal Family Politics channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. King Charles' breathing sigh of relief following Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's U-turn. The King is believed to be exceedingly relieved that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are apparently not intending on releasing any more royal projects. King Charles is believed to be breathing a sigh of relief at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's reported decision to discontinue producing any projects related to the royal family, according to a royal source. It was reported earlier this week that the Sussexes, whose Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan lifted the lid on their time as working royals and was followed shortly by Harry's controversial memoir Spare, are set to change direction with the content they produce as part of their deals with Netflix and Spotify, among others. According to the New York Post, Charles is breathing a sigh of relief over the change, with royal writer Charles Ray told GB News that the royals have traditionally been careful with what they say around the pair. Harry and Meghan have already began producing content that is not related with their lives as working royals, after their plan to lay down from royal duties in 2020 and migrate to the U.S. Last year, Meghan created her podcast Archetypes, where she and a variety of celebrity guests analyze and tear down the preconceptions used to characterize women. Their other nonfiction docuseries, Live to Lead, was also published on Netflix on New Year's Eve 2022. And contained a variety of interviews with inspirational personalities. A source informed The Sun regarding Harry and Meghan's decision. That period of their life is over, as there is nothing left to say. Prince Harry is due to travel to the UK next week. However, the King will miss the chance to catch up with his youngest son while he is on a private visit to Romania. After touching down in Bucharest, he met with Romanian President Klaus Iohannis for a bilateral discussion on Friday afternoon. However, he has now fled to his holiday house in Transylvania to enjoy a rest in the lovely countryside. Harry made a quick trip to the UK for his father's coronation last month, but due to the tightly packed schedule, it is not thought the duo had an opportunity to catch up. The Duke was also determined to fly back to California as soon as possible after the ceremony concluded, in order to be back for his son Prince Archie's 4th birthday. Charles and Harry's paths almost nearly crossed again back in March, when Harry made an appearance at London's High Court for a hearing into a complaint against Associated Newspapers Limited. The King was in the UK unexpectedly at the same time that his royal visit to France was postponed last minute owing to significant protests in the country. Just a couple of days later, Charles and Queen Camilla proceeded to Germany for the planned second stage of the tour, which was allowed to take place as normal. Although he would miss being reunited with Harry, the King will likely make use of his time in Romania, partaking in some of his favorite activities. His residence there has no TV or Wi-Fi, and he will spend his days there walking, reading and painting, and Camilla will not be accompanying him. It is assumed his wife would be enjoying some time to herself at her Wiltshire retreat Raymill, which she bought following her divorce from Andrew Parker Bowles in the 1990s. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle cultivate their independence as Duchess enjoys partying. A royal expert has stated the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have entered a new chapter of their courtship as they seek to carve out their individual hobbies. Prince Harry has apparently been spending more time at home, while Meghan Markle has been partying with her pals in Los Angeles. Yet this does not signal their marriage is in peril, according to a royal expert. Editor of Majesty magazine, Ingrid Seward, provided her insight into life in the Sussex household in Montecito, California, where Harry and Meghan are raising their 2 young children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. And Seward said the couple have found a little bit of independence from each other, but that it was no negative thing given how close they were at the start of their relationship. She told GB News. There's been a lot of speculation and a lot of buzz that Meghan's been out and about in LA without Harry. But I think that, they have probably just reached the stage in their marriage where they can now do their own thing. They were absolutely together like glue, weren't they previously? But I don't think that the marriage is floundering. I just think they're finding, a little bit of independence from each other, which we've never seen before. This comes amid speculations that the Duke and Duchess might be in for a hefty payoff if they sell the rights to Harry's incendiary memoir Spare, which hit the shops in January. There have been whispers that Spare may be made into a Hollywood movie as the pair continue to rake in the money following their relationships with media giants such as Netflix and Spotify. The couple may even advance their earnings if they claim that the book, published by Penguin Random House, be produced or co-produced by their organization Archewell. A top source told The Express, Harry and Meghan are in a win-win position. He will command a top-dollar fee for the rights, while involving Archewell would mean a more profitable double dip. Meghan's own project, her podcast Archetypes, was launched in August last year, although there was a hiatus to the weekly broadcasts during the period of grief following the death of Queen Elizabeth in September. Last month, Meghan was rewarded with a Gracie Award for the 12-episode series, as she was nominated Best Podcast Host at the gala. Despite not attending the awards ceremony in person, Meghan wrote a statement expressing her thanks for the achievement. She said, "Thank you to the Alliance for Women in Media Foundation for this outstanding accolade. This is a shared success for me and the team behind Archetypes, most of whom are women, and the inspiring guests who joined me each week." Just a week earlier, Harry, Meghan and her mother, Doria Ragland, were in New York for Meghan to pick up the EMS Foundation Women of Vision Award. King Charles arrives in Romania for private excursion, thus will miss Prince Harry's visit to UK. King Charles has touched down in Bucharest for the start of a private visit to Romania, meaning he may miss catching up with his son Prince Harry when he returns to the UK next week. King Charles has landed down in Romania for a brief solo stay. He will fly to his beloved Transylvanian Bullfowl for a spot of R&R after opening the trip with a formal bilateral meeting with Romania's President Klaus Iohannis in the capital Bucharest on Friday afternoon. His journey will overlap with his youngest son, Prince Harry's homecoming to the UK next week, meaning the couple will miss out on a royal reunion. Though the Duke did return for a quick visit to attend his father's coronation last month, they are not known to have spent much time together due to the king's jam-packed schedule. The father and son have spent little time together since Harry and his wife Meghan Markle stepped down as senior royals and went to the U.S. The couple's choice to undergo a series of high-profile interviews, including a 6-part Netflix docuseries, and Harry's bombshell memoir, have deteriorated relations. Harry has returned to the UK over the years, although he has spent little time with his father. On one of his most recent visits this March, when Harry staged a surprise appearance at London's High Court, the king was apparently too busy to meet up with his son. The king was in the UK at the time, owing the last-minute cancellation of his visit to France, but was understood to be at Highgrove, his home in Gloucestershire, preparing for the German phase of his tour, which would commence just 2 days later. Harry's brother William also had plans, as he was away with his family for the school holidays. The trio met officially at the king's coronation on May 6. However, Harry was seated far away from his brother, and the boys entered and exited Westminster Abbey separately. Owing to no longer being a working royal, the Duke didn't join in the coronation procession, returning to Buckingham Palace following the service or the famed balcony appearance. The king will then spend the rest of his break at his rural house, which has no Wi-Fi or TVs. He is anticipated to enjoy lengthy walks in the gorgeous landscape, do some art, and read literature. It is not clear how long Charles would spend in Romania, but he is anticipated to visit the country's Transylvanian area, where he has a number of estates. The king has formed a special relationship with Romania, a country he first visited in 1988. And last year he flew to Bucharest to inspect a donation center for Ukrainian refugees and chatted to those who had fled the Russian invasion of their homeland. In 2015, he launched the Prince of Wales Foundation Romania, which offers historic preservation training courses to both local people and international apprentices. He owns a variety of properties in Romania, including a holiday property, which helps fund the foundation, and a 17th-century peasant's house, which operates as the charity's headquarters, both in the village of Viskri. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.